You got my ear. The army. I knew we'd see them sooner or later.
Standing by. Yes? Yes? Standing by.
You got my ear.
Standing by. Yes?
Welcome to another video review. This is actually an update to a classic GLG review, if 1 year old can be called classic. This is actually an updated review for Jagged Alliance 2 with the 1.13 mod, version 7307. This video consists of two parts. The first half we will do a quick overview on what JA2 1.13 offers, and some new stuff we can find in the latest version. For the second half, we will see where we can get the latest downloads, how to get the game working correctly on Windows 8, and where we can find extra goodies like some modified music files I made. Now for the basic game's overview. JA2 puts you in charge of a team of mercenaries in a possibly Central American country of Alruco. Your mission is to work with and build a local resistance and combat the forces of the country's dictator, in this top-down isometric turn-based strategy game. With the 1.13 mod, there is the addition of loads of new features, resolutions, mechanics, and let's not forget, hundreds of guns. So what's new in this version of 1.13? Not a whole lot, but the big thing I noticed right away was the dramatically improved stability. I've logged over 20 hours in this new 1.13, and I've only had the game crash once on me during a save game. This is a huge improvement, as the previous versions were notorious for game crashes, so hats off to the mod team. The next new feature I noticed was the addition of the radio system. This is like a military man-portable radio that requires a special trait to use. With it, you can call in reinforcements from nearby sectors, or call in indirect fire as long as you have a mercenary in the adjacent sector with a mortar. I honestly didn't bother with this, as it was just easier to shoot the mortars myself or to shoot the enemies with guns. I think it is a cool addition and it doesn't hurt the gameplay. However, just one note, the enemy can also use this to call in mortars. There was also some additions to the imp character creation. In addition to being able to specify specific skills more accurately, they also added backgrounds. These give slight bonuses, but more importantly, dictate how your mercenaries feel about each other. Certain backgrounds hate others. Some love others. This was more annoying than anything because near the end, all my mercs hated each other, no matter what I did. There were a few other minor changes, but this covers the big ones. Now where and how do we get the 1.13 mod, you might ask? The first thing we will need to do is to hop over to the Bear's Pit, the #1 site for anything Jagged Alliance related. Just follow the forum link in the description and it will take you to this page. Here you can see what this guy Depri has been doing to the mod. One side note, there are many different versions and different directions the 1.13 mod has gone in, but this page is the one where I can always find the latest version. Now click the SCI link on the MS OneDrive. If you don't know, SCI stands for Single Click Installer, so you don't have to bother with messy zip files. That comes later. Once you've done that, scroll all the way down to the bottom and find the latest 1.13 build. There's already newer versions on the one I've been playing, but that's okay. Another thing to keep in mind is if you plan on installing over your current 1.13, don't assume your save games will work, and it's best to install over a fresh vanilla JA2 installation. Next, for you Windows 8 users, you will need to install the compatibility fix. This is easy and is included in the files. Just navigate to your JA2 installation directory. In my case, it's in the Steam folders. Then go to Docs, then Windows Compatibility Fixes. In here, you will find a zip file. Unzip it, and you will find some library files and a README. The README will tell you to put the DLL files in the main directory, overwriting as necessary. Then right-click the JA2 executable and selecting the Windows XP SP3 option and the 16-bit color mode. This should fix any issues Windows 8 users are having. Now while we're in the main directory, you will need to look for the INI editor file. This is a great little program that allows you to change a lot of the options and launch the game. I recommend right-clicking and sending a shortcut to the desktop, because I launch the game from here more often than the actual launcher. The big thing to note in the INI editor are the resolution settings. This is how you set it to your preferred 16:9 resolution. If you're interested, I included my INI settings file in the description. In this file, I've lowered the consumption rate for food and water, shortened militia training time, and turned off the massive Jason counter-assault in the beginning. I found this balances out some of the gameplay and makes certain parts less frustrating. Now the last thing we will look at are the modified music files I made. After playing the game off and on for 8 years, I got pretty tired of the original game soundtrack, so I decided to create new ones based on Mass Effect and Max Payne 3. If you're interested, the links for those are also in the description, and the installation is simple. Drag whichever music zip file you want into the main JA2 directory and unzip it. This will overwrite your original game file, so don't forget to back it up if you want to go back to it. After that, you should be all set up and ready to do some stalking in All Ruko. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more videos.